So what do witches do in their circles, and what are their circles for? Hi, I'm Sandra from MysteryWitchSchool.com, and if you're new to this channel and you want to know more about witchcraft and Wicca, then hit the subscribe button below so that you don't miss anything. In this video, I'm going to talk about the witches or Wiccan circle, what we use it for, and why we have it. So firstly, one of the main reasons we create a circle is to set up a sacred space. We come from the mundane world of doing things, of stress, of dealing with people, of dealing with situations. In the Western culture, our brain is just going non-stop, our thinking's going non-stop. We're very much steeped in this material world, the material mindset. And when it comes to doing the work, the magical work and the spiritual work, we kind of need to make a mental space for it. We need to switch gears and change from that mundane world of all of the troubles and worries and things that are going on in it to more of a spiritual, sacred mindset. So from a psychological point of view, we need to make that switch between stress, mundane world, and that freedom of being able to be who we really are in the sacred space. So a circle and the ritual that goes with it allows us to create that on a psychological level. On an energetic level, it's also creating a sacred space and tuning out the energies that go along with the stressful, mundane world that we live in. So on an energetic level, it is also creating a new, safe, free, peaceful, calm, sacred space where the energy starts to settle and we can focus on what it is we're trying to do in the circle. Another reason why we use a circle is for protection. And it's not as if there's all of these really negative, horrible things that are out there to get us. It's the energy of what we bring with us, psychologically speaking, and it's also the energy of what might be around in our environment that we're clearing away, we're cleaning the space, we're getting rid of the negativity or the lower vibration and bringing in a higher vibration. So we're wanting to protect ourselves from that lower vibration. So the circle enables us to have that protection from anything out there that may be of a lower vibration or that may be harmful in some way, either physically or on a more psychological, mental, and energetic level. So when it comes to what we do in a circle, is we use our circles to, one, raise energy. So if we're doing magic, where we're putting out an intention, or wanting to bring something or change something or influence something, when we're working in a circle, we can gather the energy as a vortex of energy to send out into the universe to then make manifest what it is we are wanting to make manifest. So it's an area that is sacred and safe, clean, high vibration energy where we can raise that vibration then and send it out to the universe to make that intention more powerful on a physical level and on an astral level as well. So that's one of the things we do in the circle. Another thing we do in our circles too is commune with the deities. It's created that sacred space. It's an opportunity to feel safe, calm, and focused on the spiritual work so that we can start to bring ourselves into trance and form that communion with our deities or with the other spirits that we might be working with. Another thing that we use the circle for is if we're wanting that sacred space for meditation and contemplation, or if we're doing some kind of shamanic journeying work or path working work where we're wanting again to set up that sacred space and to also have that higher energy vibration going on to help with the journeying and to keep all of that negative energy at bay. Circles are also used for celebrating as groups, again for the same reasons, communing with the deity, raising energy, and celebrating the rites like the Sabbats and the full moon, the new moon rites, joining together as a group, forming that circle. It helps form that bond because we're collectively making that space sacred and we're collectively raising the energy. So a circle has a lot of uses. It also is a container, if you want it to contain a lot of positive sacred energy as well. If you're wanting to do healing, setting up a circle is a great place to do healing. If you're able to set up a circle around somebody or yourself, if you're healing yourself, again, to raise that vibration, to have that positive high energy there, just gives it that extra boost and that extra influence that will help the process along. When forming a circle, we use a lot of different methods depending on the tradition that we belong to. So we tend to draw a circle either with our energy. So many Wiccans will use an athame or a wand to draw the circle, or we can use our fingers to draw the circle. I like to draw the circle 3 times around me. So this is where you're building an astral circle. So you're building it with energy. And I like to use 3 because the law of 3 is an occult law of creation. So 3 times is where you're dealing with the polarity. So you're dealing with the active polarity and the receptive polarity and the neutralizing creative aspect when those 2 polarities come together. So you have the law of 3. So going around the circle 3 times is a way of bringing in that law of 3 into that creation of the circle. Creating circles can be done physically and astrally. We usually do both if we're doing a ritual, especially if we're doing a group ritual where we may actually go around and outline the circle with either flour or rice or salt or eggshells, depending on what you want to use. That sets up, creates a physical manifestation of the circle. But the circle's real energy really comes from the astral energy. So that is where you're drawing the circle with your athame or through your hands, and also doing it in your imagination and seeing the circle around you as you're drawing it. When we're doing daily practice work, where we may just be doing meditation work and maybe some mantra work and communing with the deities on a daily basis, it's not necessary to set up a full circle, necessarily to draw a circle around you, but we still use the imagination and sometimes prayers to go with those imagination to set up a circle again to create that sacred space mentally, psychologically, and energetically as well. With setting up a circle, we also, in a big ritual, will call in the elements, which are the energies of the 4 Persian elements of air, fire, water, and earth. And depending on where you are and which hemisphere you're in and whether you follow a solar circles, or really depending on your tradition, will determine where those elements are in the circle, and we bring those elements into the circle to contribute to the creative process and also to protect from the influences around the circle. And I'm just checking my notes to see if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about. And that's pretty much what a circle is for, what we do in a circle, and why it is important to incorporate circle work into your work, even if on a daily basis it is just imagining light around you. It creates that space, and that space that we create is really important for the work and to help us with our aim of being who we really are in the world, expressing our spiritual selves in the world, and creating the life that we want to create for ourselves. If you want to know more about witchcraft and Wicca and you're wanting to study it and you're feeling totally overwhelmed by all of the processes and practices out there and you're looking for someone to help you step by step along the way, I have a 12-month membership style course, Mystery Witch School 101, which is a course you can jump into anytime, and you get to join a group, a Facebook group, as well as monthly lessons to start you off on the process so you know where to start, how to keep going, and what to do along the way. If you want to know a bit more about that, the details are in the description field below. Otherwise, if you like this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. Blessed be.